Hello and welcome to another episode of the Pig City Podcast. And I'll go ahead and say this. Two teams that legitimately have Super Bowl hopes and have rosters, and if they play their best, have a legitimate chance to be in the Super Bowl. But this game determines the 1 seed, which means you get a bye. You get rest. I'm super excited about it. By far the most excited I am for any game of this entire weekend. Not a whole lot on Sunday. We'll post a graphic video. Thank you for subscribe, sharing. We really appreciate it all. But let's hop right into this game. As you see, the lights are off because it's nighttime. It's Saturday night. And Walker is still nowhere to be found. But his pick is in, and he said this about taking the 49ers in this matchup. He said they're the best team in the NFC right now, and they're going to show it this week. Now, in his defense, he's been saying this for a while. Even probably week 11, he said he was going to be mad at, or I was going to be mad at him because he had a take to share with me. And he said he's really starting to believe the 49ers. They pushed through with having Mac Jones at quarterback. They pushed through with, besides Christian McCaffrey, which is kind of crazy to say, every positional unit has had injuries this year. And they just keep winning. Shanahan, maybe coach of the year. We'll see how this goes. But right across from coach of the year on the other side with Seattle. And it's a monumentous game because, again, we see how big this extra week of rest is. It's not just that you don't play, it's you get more healthy. And I think it's an even bigger deal for the 49ers because you see some teams that they could be the 6 or the 7 or the 5 or the 6 or heck, even the 2 or the 3 that are choosing to not play most of their starters this week so that they basically give themselves a bye so they can be as healthy as they can. Because if you're thinking about winning in the playoffs, you're not just thinking about the first game. You want to be healthy and win them all. And so there's a lot on the line for this game. We've seen Seattle blow teams out. We've seen them struggle. We saw last week they beat the Panthers, but you didn't watch that game thinking, well, yeah, Seattle is clearly worlds better, especially whenever they faced the Colts and kind of felt the same way. It's Sam Darnold. The year's getting longer. Do you trust him? Do you not? Walker's heavy on the 49ers. The Seahawks are the team I was the most wrong about all year. If you watch our preseason predictions, I know some of you sickos will go back and do that now. I had the 49ers winning this division from the beginning of the year. And I think I'm going to change for the very last week. I'm going to show Seattle the respect they deserve. Look, the Bears showed you that you can move the ball on the 49ers and you can score on them. If you're telling me that Seattle's defense and Chicago's defense are in the same universe, I don't know what to say to you. That's not disrespecting the 49ers. No, it's not. So I know there's going to be some of you that come out and say, well, you just hate the 49ers. No, I don't. I actually think Purdy's better than people think. Let me get back to the main point here. The Seahawks are winning this football game. It makes too much sense for the 49ers to win. They win. They keep going. They win throughout the playoffs. They're at home for the Super Bowl. 5 games at home. It just doesn't work like that. You could argue they already had their adversity early in the year, but I'm going with Seattle. Who you got? How big is the 1 seed? What are your thoughts? Let us know. Thanks so much. We really appreciate it, Pig City.